Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to talk about some products that did not work for me from the drugstore. I'm going to talk about some, I think like 9 products that did not work for, 10 products that did not work for me. And I will explain to you why they didn't work for me. Don't take it like personal or anything, just because they did not work out for me. If you already have these products and they were great for you, that's great. This is just my opinion and yeah, my own experience, okay? So let's get into the video. Oh, before starting, please subscribe to my channel and leave a comment down below. Don't forget to also ring the notifications bell. And also, if you want to see how I achieved this makeup look, you can watch my previous video and I'll just link it down below, okay? So let's get into the video. So the first product that didn't work out for me was this foundation from W7, the photo shoot 16-hour budge proof foundation. This one right here. So the reason why this did not work out for me, well, first of all, the applicator is absolutely terrible. So you have to basically like go like this. As you can see, there's no pump or anything and you cannot like scoop it out. You just, have to like go like that. And whoa, see, like so much comes out. And I mean, it's a waste of product. And yeah, I just think it's not very sanitary. And first of all, that's one of the reasons why I didn't like it. The second reason why I didn't like it is that it seems like very full coverage when you put it on, but then when you blend it out, it blends into like nothing, and it doesn't have a lot of coverage, and it doesn't cover like if you have any imperfections or like a pimple or something. It doesn't cover that. Also, it's not 16-hour proof. I wore it for like maybe about, I don't know, 6 hours. And it started to get a little bit creasy, and yeah, it wasn't my favorite. The first day I actually did like it, but then the more I started using it, the less I started liking it. So yeah, it's a no-no for me. Next up, I'm gonna talk about concealer. This concealer from Revolution, this fast-based concealer. It was just terrible, super cakey. It made my under eyes super cakey. I have a lot of like dark circles, and like I don't know if you can see very well. I mean, when you put it on, it seems fine, but then it like blends into nothing. And yeah, it didn't cover up anything. It was creasy and not my favorite. Just didn't like it at all. They have a lot of shades, that's a good thing. But yeah, there's so many other concealers that are affordable and they're a lot better. So not my favorite. Next up, this W7 Banana Dreams Loose Powder. It is so terrible. It's so yellow. I mean, the pot itself is great because it has like the protection cap on. You get a lot of product, but it's just so yellow. I mean, I'll show you. Like, see, I don't know if you can see. It made my under eyes, first of all, super creasy. I mean, it could have been also the concealer, but just very yellow. I mean, I don't know if you can see here very well, just way too yellow. And if you want to buy like a good under eye setting powder, you can buy the one from NYX. That one's really great and it's not very expensive. And yeah, this one just didn't work out for me at all. Just cakey and yellowy and just not my favorite. Another concealer that did not work out for me, well, this one I kind of sneaked it in. It's not from the drugstore, but it was very disappointing. This Bare Minerals Stroke of Light concealer. Well, it's not really a concealer, it's an eye brightener or whatever. I didn't like it at all because, first of all, what it does is, I have like no more room. I mean, the color is pretty and it's super luminous. But it moved my foundation when I applied it. Like when I applied here and like, the tip of the nose and all the areas like you want to brighten, it just like removed part of my foundation, and you could see like a stripe, like a line right here, and also like one right here, and it looked really terrible. And yeah, like for the price that you're paying, I think it should be a lot better. I think it was like 28 euros if I'm not mistaken, so pretty pricey, and yeah, it didn't really perform well. The luminosity is great, so if you use it just on bare skin and not on top of foundation, it's great, but that's not my case. So yeah, I didn't like this one. I just wanted to point it out because I bought it the other day and I thought you should know about it. Another product that I didn't like at all are these Cloud Melted from Crash. This one is in the shade Cadiz. These are terrible. They're super cakey, and like to scoop it out is impossible because, as you can see, like nothing comes out. Just like you have to like work it. You have to go like that a million times, and even so, like nothing comes out. As you can see, the applicator, like it's empty, and then the color is really beautiful, but it's very, very sticky. It's like very glossy, you know. It's not like good quality. I mean, it's not very expensive, so I guess, you know, for the price point, but it's still, it's not an excuse because there's other highlighters that are super cheap and super affordable, especially the ones from Wet n Wild. Those are really good. They have these like liquid highlighters, and they're the same price as this one, and they're a lot better. So yeah, this one's just very, very sticky. It's as if you're applying lip gloss on your skin, and yeah, like just not my favorite. Also, it didn't blend well. It left like a stripe, like a major stripe. It looked horrible with my foundation. Just not my favorite. If it worked out for you, I'm really glad, but for me it was just a no-no, a disaster. Next item I'm going to talk about is this brow thingy. This Brow Comp Pro Micro Pen from Catrice. I bought it in the shade, well, the deepest one, I think, 50 Granite. And in the beginning, it started working really well, but it got like super, super watery, as you can see right here. So when you applied it, it kept on getting like more and more watery, and it was very difficult to work with. Also, like the tips started kind of like coming off. And yeah, I could do like one brow, that was fine, and the other brow I was not able to like finish it properly because it felt like there was no product left, and yeah, it didn't really work out for me. So I mean, so yeah, it didn't really work out for me. Next up, this eye stamp eyeliner. Yeah, this is a gimmick. I did not like it at all. The side with the stamp is really terrible. I mean, when you apply it like this, it looks okay, but yeah, it's like impossible to work with. However, this side was okay, but yeah, there's no point like buying this if you're not gonna use the other side. Also, like this is very, very thick, so it was a bit hard to work with, and it's very black. However, like it's super, super intense black, but it's a bit watery. So like it's sort of melted, and yeah, it was just not my favorite. Next product I'm gonna talk about is this lip liner from, I think it's from Catrice. Yeah, it's from Catrice, and it's this Aqua Ink lip liner, ultra long lasting, and this is in the shade Aqua Ink 70. I did not like it at all because it feels like you're applying eyeliner on your lips. It's very wet. And like, look at this, you see? I put it on and it's like a stripe, and it's super watery, and it's also, the applicator is terrible. Like, you cannot get a sharp line. It's like a little ball, and I don't know, it's just very weird. And the color was terrible. It wasn't like potent or anything, and super, super watery. And they have other ones from Catrice that are really good, so this one was a no-no for me. Next up, this mascara from Rimmel was not my favorite. They have a lot, they have other better mascaras. This one is called Scandal's Eyes Reloaded. First of all, the applicator, it's not very comfortable for me. I have very tiny eyes. Well, not very tiny, but I have smaller eyes. I have small eyes, and yeah, like I could not like use it properly. And also for the lower lash line, it was just terrible. And it didn't give me a lot of volume. My lashes are quite tiny, so I need a very like potent mascara, and this one didn't give me any volume or length or anything. It was a big flop. Yeah, and for the price point, honestly, there's better mascaras out there. My favorite is actually this one from Maybelline. This one gives me volume, the applicator is not too big, it's like perfectly shaped, and yeah, so far this one's my favorite, and it's not very expensive either, so yeah. Next up, last product I'm going to talk about is this fixing spray from Makeup Revolution, Guava and Rose. This one, like, it doesn't really smell like guava or rose, or it just doesn't smell like anything. And I mean, it's okay. It's not, it didn't make my makeup last any longer. I suggest, if you wanna like a good affordable fixing spray, this one from Catrice. It's more or less the same price, and it smells really nice. This one is with aloe vera, matcha tea, and panthenol. I have no idea what panthenol is, but it's pretty good, and it did make my makeup last longer. But yeah, this one from Makeup Revolution, I feel like it didn't do anything for me. So yeah, that's a no-no for me. So we're done for today. These were the products that did not work out for me. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you've tried any of these and if they worked out or did not work out for you. Leave a comment down below, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys!